Alright, this one is definitely going to be unique. I doubt you've seen something like this before.
Hey everyone, Micah here with Electrek, and today we're reviewing the Heybike Hero, a full suspension carbon fat tire electric bike. Come along with us while we check it out.
Carbon fiber bikes are normally known for being super lightweight, but fat tire and full suspension bikes are normally known for being thick boys. So what happens when you combine the two? You get a thick carbon fiber full suspension bike like the Heybike Hero. I'm not sure quite what the plan was here though, other than just shoving as many buzzwords into the description as possible. But I guess you do end up with a lighter bike than you would have otherwise. At 75 pounds or 34 kilos, this is still a heavy mother, but still not as heavy as many other full suspension fat tire e-bikes that can weigh into the 80s and 90s of pounds. And I've even tested 100-pound e-bikes before. So we did save some poundage here, which is good because parts like big motors and big batteries throw the pounds back on. Let's jump into those numbers here real quick. Powering the Heybike Hero is a rear hub motor rated for 1,000 peak watts, presumably 750 watts continuous though, to keep it theoretically street legal in most areas of the US. Though the fact that you can hit close to 31 miles per hour starts to betray that street legal issue, especially since it gives you the dirty pleasure of being able to hit that top speed on throttle only, which is nice of course for the possibilities it offers, but kind of laughs in the face of even a loose interpretation of Class 3 e-bike regulations. Moving on though, powering that big motor is an equally big battery, to the tune of 48 volts and 18 amp hours. Definitely bigger than standard, offering up 864 watt-hours of capacity. They claim that means you can get a range of up to 60 miles or 100 kilometers, which means this must be some magic carbon fiber, unless you're pedaling your hiney off for the full 60 miles. Either way though, that is a big ol' battery. Other big parts around the bike include the 26 by 4 inch fat tires, which are obviously going to give it some good off-road ability over varied terrain, as does the dual suspension setup. The 4-bar horse-to-link suspension in back hides away the shock fairly well in the frame, and it actually gives me some good cushioning here. This is not just show suspension, it actually works, as does that front fork, which also chips in to make this a surprisingly comfy ride, especially since carbon fiber frames are known for being stiff and unforgiving. Dual piston hydraulic disc brakes are nice to see here as well, as is the oddly high 9-speed Shimano shifter, which isn't terribly top shelf, but does give us more gears than most people are probably going to want to run through. With 100 Nm of torque coming out of that motor when you mash the throttle, it's going to be difficult for a lot of people to fight the urge to treat the pedals as nothing more than footrests. I should point out that there is an included torque sensor, so if you are going to use those 9 speeds and really enjoy the pedal assist, you're going to get a lot more natural feeling and responsive pedal assist. It's great when you start to push on that pedal and you feel the power come on immediately. That's the magic of a torque sensor. There is a mid-drive version of this bike as well that offers even more torque to the tune of 160 Newton meters, though I'm testing the hub motor version here, so we're going to stick to that. I should also mention that the bike is currently on crowdfunding though, which can sometimes be a red flag when it's a brand new company, but this is something like the 5th or 6th Heybike model I've tested over maybe 3 to 4 years, so the company has pretty much proven it is not a fly-by-night sham. At a price of $2,399, the bike is a bit of an ask, especially since they don't even toss in fenders at that price. But if you're truly doing off-roading, then you probably won't mind getting dirty. It's the majority of folks who end up riding their full suspension e-bikes on-road that I'm thinking about, because it'd sure be nice to have fenders then. But for a carbon fiber full suspension bike with a big motor and big battery, $2,400 isn't actually that bad. It's just that it's gonna be a more niche bike since you can get similar specs for less money if you're not into the whole carbon fiber thing. It does save you some poundage, and it does offer a cool frame shape that would be hard to get in hydroformed aluminum or anything else these days. So if you want something different, something powerful, and something comfortable, the Heybike Hero could be your ticket. If you're a dollar per watt kind of guy or gal though, it's gonna be harder to make the case.
Thanks for watching everyone. We hope you enjoyed that review of the Heybike Hero. If you did, why don't you give this video a thumbs up? And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of our future electric vehicle videos. We'll see you here next time.